the official trailer is actually 20 seconds shorter than the teaser trailer. That's nuts, but in a good way, because we don't want to see too much. In my trailer reaction for this, I'd asked if you wanted a final trailer. And we were all, I agreed with most of you that no, we've seen enough. But yet, you know what? Maybe one more sneak peek with a little Hayden Christensen. A little Hayden Christensen goes a long way. As an actor, too. I know a lot of you are so excited for his return, but I think you're looking at him through Clone Wars colored lenses. Because, a lot of people came to love these characters in this story through Dave Filoni's animated shows. But Hayden Christensen didn't voice Anakin/Darth Vader. That was that actor from Jupiter's Legacy. So I'm very curious to see how it is with Hayden returning to this iconic role. And, what about Darth Vader's voice? That's obviously going to have to be, it should be James Earl Jones. But, I want to, just a little something. I think that, a little smackerel, to quote Winnie the Pooh. What do you think? What would you, do you want that tease or do you just want to save it for the show at this point? I'm excited. All right, so, this trailer is I think very much about Ewan McGregor, who is a gift to all. He's such a great actor. He's just a great personality. And then also, I think it really spotlights Moses Ingram, who I hope she's on the verge of becoming a huge Star Wars fan favorite. She looks super cool. We always love ourselves a good villain. And I think Star Wars is still trying to get, they've done a better job under Favreau and Filoni with characters of color, but I think people still are upset about how things went down with Finn, rightfully so. So to have Rosario Dawson does a great job as Ahsoka. She's incredible, and she has lightsabers, but I think, that's again the Hollywood trope of an actress or an actor of color having to be a different color. Zoe Saldana, of course, can speak to that. But Moses Ingram is, I think, real representation and just so cool. What a great actress. If you didn't see her in The Queen's Gambit, she was fabulous there. But she hasn't really done very much. This is like her first really big thing. And she makes quite the impression in this trailer. She's very, very cool. All right, let's go through it. It's not that long. It's just it's a minute and a half, basically. So here we go. All right. So, the sands of time. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. I love a good landing shot in Star Wars. So, a little Blade Runner-y here, right? Now, I love this. It's funny. I didn't quite care for the Star Wars Visions anime episodes, but I feel like that influence has really come to Star Wars, which is good. I don't want it to always be a Western. I love the Western element for Mando and for Book of Boba Fett, but I don't want it to be what Star Wars becomes. It's always had space Western elements to it, but I like the space opera quality as well, which is why we like having the Jedi and the dark side in there, and not just dealing with like the other outer characters, which is what we've been doing recently. Bad Batch has also a similar feel. It's always also a lot of parent, child, student, teacher relationships, but we have that here too. So that's a running theme in Star Wars. But I like this shot. It seems very anime to me. So I like that. I appreciate it. And also you'll notice these are the Inquisitors. That's our Grand Inquisitor played by Rupert Friend. And those are two of his underlings. That's fifth brother on the right played by Sung Kang, who is a character from the animated series. And Moses Ingram there on the left is third sister, higher ranking, who is a new character created for this show. But they're basically the Inquisitors answer only to Darth Vader and the Emperor, and they're Darth Vader's elite force. He's doing very well for himself. He's like, Darth Vader's like, look, Obi-Wan, you're always so negative. Have you seen all the promotions I get? These guys all work for me. But yeah, you can see that Darth Vader's, fashion style is reflected in their costumes or their uniforms as well. So I think that's a great choice. You can certainly tell those guys work for Vader. They're like, we have much better aim than those stupid stormtroopers. Or do they? Let's see. I suspect everyone's going to make it out of this show alive. We know, because it's a prequel. All right. So, Obi-Wan's like, we gotta hide to stay alive because they're hunting Jedi. Looks like he's, that's a crazy weapon on his back there. I think he seems to have 2 weapons there, right? I'm curious to see how that's deployed because you'll see Moses Ingram's Reva has a very different type of lightsaber herself. All right. So they're doing the usual terrorize the town, and they're not only looking for Jedi, but Force-sensitive individuals like Luke Skywalker. There he is. And so everyone's, it's like playing poker, only the cards are these Force-sensitive children. Who's going to get them? The dark side or, of course, the Jedi. So Ewan McGregor, such a great Obi Wan Kenobi. So Uncle Owen, played by, of course, Joel Edgerton from the prequels, is like, stay away from us. And I love the way Ewan McGregor talks as Obi-Wan. And he's like, I must train him when he gets older. And then and then he gets really shot back by Uncle Lars, who says, like you trained his father. So yeah, I always thought that Uncle Owen was called that like in a friendly sense. Like, you just call a friend of the family an uncle or an aunt, right? But he's an actual uncle. He is the stepbrother of Anakin. So he takes it personally. He's not just looking out for Luke, but he's pretty upset with how things went down with his stepbrother. And Obi-Wan's like, that makes 2 of us. And I think that a big theme here is going to be just the failure that Obi-Wan has experienced for himself, that he's let down Anakin, that he's let down the Jedi, because he, of course, Anakin is a major part of their destruction. It's like, as far as failures go, it's a doozy. It's pretty legendary. So I think that's clearly weighing on him in this show. So it plays up even more so at the end of this trailer. But that's why I think that comment hurts in particular. You really want to get under Obi-Wan's skin? Just mention Anakin. So yeah, that shut him up. So look how cool, what a boss Reva is. So she's walking across the deck. I love those ships suspended from the ceiling. I love when these things deploy. It's so cool. And everyone's watching her. They're like, oh, don't get in her way. She's so cool. And they're like, do you still want Obi-Wan? Like, he's like a prized Jedi to get. Is he still? He's like so down. They're all like, well, he just took himself out with depression. That's an interesting commentary as well. And they're like, do you still want Obi-Wan? It seems he's on the board. They didn't say that. They should have. I put that line in there. So this seems to be the Inquisitors' headquarters. So they're deploying some forces in a very cinematic way. I love it. But Reva's like, I think you just got to know where to look. Oh, Reva, I think talk about a promotion. I think Reva would like to impress everybody by bringing in the big kahuna, which is Obi-Wan. So you can see she's surveying this landscape, and there's a shootout in the distance there. Oh, that's so cool. That's great. Way to give away your position, guys. So it's a 6-part event. Look, I love that wanted poster for Obi-Wan. They haven't updated their files in a while. I guess no one's taken candidates of Obi-Wan. That's a funny photo. How did they get like such a good photo of a Jedi? I guess at one point they did work with the government, so maybe they did have picture day. That's funny. It so looks like a publicity still. I'd be like, I don't know. I guess they don't have a lot of photos from back then, so they just wanted one that was taken at the time the prequels were made. But it just looks like a publicity still. So Reva's like, I'm going to squeeze him. I'm going to squeeze him with every degenerate and bounty hunter to make him come out. And there you see some of them. And that is a Zabrak, which is the same species as Darth Maul, who of course is dead. Kenobi killed him at this point in the Rebels animated series. Maybe this guy knows Darth Maul. Maybe he's upset about it. Maybe he's just another Zabrak. So look at that. That's another great shot. I love the dark side. I like Slytherin. I think these guys are super cool. Very cinematic. So they look great. Look at that. Look at the lightsabers. So beautiful. Welcome back, lightsabers. I've missed you. The dark saber is very cool, but I'm excited for lightsabers again. So, but he doesn't always have to use a lightsaber. There's Obi-Wan. He doesn't miss. Although, look at that poor stormtrooper back there. They pew pew. They always miss. It's crazy. I guess that's what happens when you go with recruits instead of clones. All right. So he looks great there. So look at that. Oh, look. Not only is that a great weapon, that does look similar. So what is it? Split apart, maybe? in two halves, perhaps, and she's missing a half. But look at Moses Ingram with her. Oh, I love it. She has great form, but a little swagger too. I think that's fantastic. She's not even fazed by all those shots coming at her. That's nuts. All right, there's Kumail Nanjiani 2.0. He totally changed the way he looks. I can't get over it. It's crazy. All right. More droids. Who doesn't love a good droid? And so she's yelling after Obi-Wan. She needs to enunciate a little better because I had to listen to this several times to know exactly what she was saying. So I got the second line, but the first one, she's saying, you can't win, Obi-Wan. I think Obi-Wan knows he lost, but she's like, you can't win, Obi-Wan. You can't escape him, she yells as this is coming in, and we get our Darth Vader tease. So by the way, that's seventh sister there, I believe, on the left, who's actually voiced by Sarah Michelle Gellar on the series, so I'm surprised they didn't get her for this. That Darth Vader arm, so Terminator. I wonder why there's an arm underneath the suit. I guess because he's wearing a leather glove. But I'm like, why don't we just have the glove always on the hand? We have to dress the hand every time. I mean, the stuff that's been pre-made, can't we just put it away ready to go? Why does it have to take Darth Vader so long to get ready? So maybe he's getting an upgrade today. Maybe that's a fancy new hand. So we got different levels of troops, and they're like, so she's like, you can't escape him. Or 70s technology. It's so funny to see Star Wars and that 70s technology. Like, that was considered super advanced then, but it's become quaint and cozy in terms of Star Wars. They're like, bloop, bloop, he's online. I think he has dial-up, quite frankly, based on the way he's configured. Whew, no wonder it takes him so long to get ready. And so you can't escape him. And then look at Ewan McGregor's face as Obi-Wan. Oh my God. I think that's a mixture. I don't even know if there's any hate in there. I think that might just be almost pure guilt and not wanting to have to face it. Oh, he's making me a little choked up just thinking about that. It's all in his face. And he's even in shadow, and that's how strong the face acting is. I can still feel it. He can't escape his past. He can't escape his greatest failure. It's walking around, coming after him, and it's kind of upset. Why don't you ever call me Obi-Wan? I thought we were friends. Let's get Ahsoka in here and mix this all up. It's going to be great. I'm excited. Speaking of Ahsoka, they should be announcing that casting at Star Wars Celebration when they're going to debut these first 2 episodes. That's why, as I said, it's debuting on Friday, even though it's a Wednesday show for the rest of the season, for the rest of the series. But anyway, I wonder if Ahsoka will show up on this show. I wouldn't be surprised. So anyway, Thrawn and Ezra have been cast for Ahsoka. And of course, the rumor there is that it's Mina Masood. And I really hope that's proven true in just a few weeks. That would be just a delight, an absolute delight. So anyway, he's real sad. Obi Wan Kenobi. Limited series. There's some question as to whether or not Moon Knight will be renewed, but they're really advertising that Obi-Wan is a limited series. Maybe they're like, give Ewan his awards now. There isn't going to be another opportunity. Although he really cleaned up for Fargo and also Halston. He was so good on both those, but particularly Halston. He made me cry with Halston. He was so incredible. He's a great actor. So I don't know how many more. I mean, he's got all of his awards. I think it would be a tall order. He'll just have to enjoy all the fan praise that will be heaped upon him. And then look at that dark side Disney Plus logo. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. All right. So what did you think? Do you want, again, a little bit, like one more little something with Hayden? And are you excited about this show? Share your thoughts down below, subscribe today, and of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.